Anyone could have come here after they left and before we showed up. Anyway, we need to move Alice. Help me out here.
Alice was lighter than I'd expected, and Fi and I managed to set off towards the infirmary at a brisk trot.
All right, please pay attention, everyone. You need to hear this. The Atom has finished scanning Alice.
What did it say?
Her results are identical to Quark's.
Thought so.
She has also been infected with Radical 6.
Yeah, did look like it. In the first timeline, she didn't get infected. No one else did other than Quark. Fi had called everyone else back after I'd brought Alice to the infirmary. 7 sets of eyes widened as Luna spoke.
Oh no.
No! What's going to happen to her?
Well, like I said before, there's only one way to cure Radical 6. It's a special antiviral treatment. Whether or not there's any around here, though.
No! No! Oh, Alice! I don't want you to die! Please!
Now, this one's only based 1 year after the game in 999 as well, so it's not that much further, not that far in the future.
Please don't die! I don't want to be alone!
Over Christmas, well, Sigma was kidnapped 25th of December 2028.
Don't die!
Alice and Clover were kidnapped on the 22nd of December 2028 for this game. Clover wrapped her arms around Alice's unconscious body and began to sob. None of us had the heart to pull her off, so all we could do was stand and watch uncomfortably.
"10 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes. All players, please enter your votes."
Yeah. When we saw her in that last scene when she was held the scalpel, she was acting completely different than she normally does. And once again, ads are about to start, so I hopefully not too much dialogue will go through and too much story.
If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
Guys, I think we should get back to the warehouse.
What about Alice and Quark?
I guess we're just gonna have to leave him behind.
No! I'm not leaving!
Clover?
I'm staying here! Like heck I'm gonna leave Alice all alone!
She's going to be fine. I gave her some Soparil. She'll just be sleeping like Quark.
I don't care! I just want to stay with her. She shouldn't have to be all by herself.
Whatever. She can do what she wants.
Huh?
I see. Dio and Tenmyoji's opponent in the next AB game is Clover.
Yep. So if Clover doesn't vote, she automatically defaults to ally, and I don't trust him. I'm pretty sure he doesn't care if Clover votes or not, because if she doesn't vote, she'll be ally. Then he can safely and easily go betray and get more points.
If she doesn't vote, then she'll default to ally.
Yep.
Which I don't think I need to mention would be pretty favorable for Dio.
Yep.
If she stays, he's got an easy round.
Yep.
Whoa, what are you saying? You think I'm gonna choose betray?
I do.
Yeah, I do.
I do too.
Am I wrong?
Yes. Of course I'm gonna pick Ally.
Why?
For one, Tenmyoji's gonna be in there with me.
So?
I can't just ignore his opinion and make my own choice,
I think you would anyway.
right?
No, I won't be going.
Exactly, he's gonna stay with Quark.
I can't leave Quark here when he's like this. I'll be staying, just like Clover.
Hey, come on now, what is this?
Knock it off, Dio. He's too smart to let you make a scapegoat out of him.
What the hell? Why are you so suspicious of me?
You just have that look, Dio.
Yes?
What if Dio stays behind too?
Can't.
If Clover, Tenmyoji, and Dio all don't vote, then everyone allies, right?
Nope. Yes and no, they would all ally, but at least one team or one of the three has to vote, or their bracelets will activate and they'll all die.
Oh, you don't know?
Know what?
This. You didn't find a note like this one?
Huh? Wait, what's this?
We found it in the archives.
Well, there sure as hell wasn't anything like that in the garden.
In the first timeline, I found this in one of my escape rooms. I can't remember which room it was, but it wasn't the archives.
We didn't find one in the control room either.
Interesting. Apparently only the archive had one.
What does it say?
Why don't you read it for us, Sigma?
Okay. I took the note from him and, still slightly confused, began to read. Here are some more AB game rules for you. So, there's an AI called Zero that is kind of communicating and running the game to us. Zero has told us his programmer and the person who's programmed him to run the game, so the true person behind this game is one of us. So they've, to know who they're talking about, they've called the AI is Zero Jr. and the one that programmed him is Zero Senior. The AI is given the looks of a rabbit, so wherever he can, he makes rabbit puns. Not voting is not an option. If both parties refuse to vote, then every bunny gets penalized. In other words, one person out of every color group of 3 has to vote.
You see? At least one member of each trio must vote. Otherwise...
That means Kay has to vote. Quark and Alice certainly aren't in any condition to.
And
If he doesn't, all 3 of them are screwed.
Yep. I would trust Kay to vote ally.
Wait a second. Kay's got 6 BP right now. His opponent is gonna have to default to ally.
Yep.
That means if Kay chooses betray, he's gonna have 9 points.
I doubt he will though.
You needn't worry. I have every intention of choosing ally.
I believe him.
Oh, give me a break. You expect us to just swallow your bullshit?
I do. I believe him.
Dio, please, think for a moment.
On the other hand, I don't believe you, Dio.
You do realize that Alice currently only has 1 BP, don't you?
So if Kay went betray, Alice would lose 2 BP, putting her under 0, and if you drop below 0 BP, the watch or the needles in the back of the bracelet activate and you die.
If I were to betray her, what would happen?
Anyone whose BP drops to 0 gets penalized, just like when you break the rules.
I am not so desperate to escape that I would be willing to kill. Therefore, I will definitely choose ally.
Yep.
Indeed, I really have no choice. Unless, of course, I wish to become a murderer.
Yep, pretty much.
5 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
We don't have time to argue about this. There's only one solution. Clover, you're going to have to go vote for us.
Huh?
What does that mean?
What, did I use big words?
Tenmyuji doesn't trust Dio either, so he's going to force Dio to stay and send Clover to vote and trust that she'll go ally. Because for some very strange reason, Tenmyuji, they never met before this game, but Tenmyuji trusts her over anyone. And when she said, "We don't know each other, I don't know you well enough to trust you or not," he felt very betrayed. Which is very, very disturbing.
It means this.
I'd never seen someone move that fast before, let alone someone as old as Tenmyuji. No, Clover and Tenmyuji never knew each other before. So they're not family. In the blink of an eye, he covered the few feet between himself and Dio and slammed a closed fist into the other man's chest. Dio fell to his knees, wheezing for air. Tenmyuji waited a half second to make sure he was down, then turned to look at Clover.
He's not gonna stay down forever.
That's possible. But the way he's been acting towards Clover, it is a bit creepy.
Get out of here, Clover.
But...
You and Kay are in the same position now. I've only got 1 BP, just like Alice.
Interesting. So long as Tenmyuji doesn't vote, Clover's only choice is to choose ally.
Admittedly, there is a chance she might kill me.
Are you saying you trust me with your life?
That's about the size of it. What the hell are you standing around for? Get! You don't need to worry about Alice. I'll keep a good eye on her, I promise. Now get moving! You still don't trust me?
No, that's not it at all. I trust you, I just...
3 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
We need to go.
Come on.
They need to go, and fast.
Okay, take care of Alice.
She'll be fine.
That seemed to finally satisfy her, and we were off. We ran as fast as we could, leaping through doors and tearing through rooms on our way back to the warehouse. So I've already decided that I will be going Betrays because I want the better ending at the end. So I'm going to come back and do Allies after. Everybody ready?
Yeah.
You've all got a moon card, right?
Yes, we do.
Good. Then let's go. Four AB gates yawned open as we swiped our cards. The fifth one, the one Dio had opened, stayed empty. The sixth, which would have been Alice's, remained unopened. Kay and Clover quickly entered the second and third from the right, and Luna and I headed toward our own.
Hold on a minute.
What is it?
You're going to choose ally, right?
Yeah, why do you ask?
Of course we are.
You promise?
I'm sorry, but no, I'm not. I'll be doing ally for the next option, which I believe should be the better one. Sure, I promise.
Cross your heart.
Cross my heart.
You're gonna be in a world of hurt if you double-cross me.
Yeah, and I feel bad to say I am going to. Don't sweat it. I'm a man of my word. Yeah. Fi frowned but said nothing and disappeared into her own AB room. The second from the left. Luna and I nodded to one another and headed for the last one, the leftmost room. You know what? I would not be surprised if we, no matter which option we do, if Fi betrays us. Because when we were partnered with her the first time, and she was going on about how they can't afford to not betray, it's the best option in the situation we've got, and all sorts of stuff. So I'm interested how Fi's gonna go.
1 minute remains until Ambidex game polling closes.
What are you going to do?
Well, I don't have a choice, do I? I promised. I said I'd choose Ally.
Yes, but Fi has 6 BP.
So do I.
If she betrays us...
Yeah, she'll have 9 points, I know.
Right.
What do you think we should do, Luna?
It's your decision, Sigma.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, the same as she was thinking. If we went Ally, Fi would safely know to be able to go betray, then she would have 9 BP and be able to leave.
I'll be in the same position either way.
What?
You have 6 BP too, don't you?
I do.
That means if we betray Fi, and she chooses Ally...
Then I would have 9 points.
Yes. You see? In either case, I could end up with someone in my group reaching their goal.
20 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
In the first timeline, this was interesting. Sigma got to 9 points and betrayed everyone and tried to leave. Everyone held him down. Then Alice yelled to Clover, who also had 9 points, "Listen to your superior officer. Get out of here. Get help." Which leads me to believe Clover and Alice work together now, and Alice is the boss of Clover. Everyone let Clover leave,
That's it.
but not Sigma.
We don't have any time left. You have to make a choice.
Are you sure this is okay with you?
Yes.
Alright. Okay, Luna's okay with us betraying. I turn to face the machine.
10 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
What am I going to choose?
9, 8, 7,
Ally or betray?
6, 5, 4,
This is impossible.
3, 2, 1. Round 2 of the Ambidex game has been completed. Results will be displayed in the warehouse. Thank you for your participation. Ambidex gates now opening.
I'll be interested if the game makes it so Fi chooses Ally if we choose betray, but if we choose Ally, she chooses betray. Luna and I stepped out of our AB room and a little later than the others. They were already gathered in front of the projection, awaiting the announcement of the results.
So, You chose betray.
Yeah,
Did you do it to protect yourself? Were you worried that Fi might choose betray?
that's a good question.
Huh?
I'm honestly not sure myself why I did it.
Well, we should go see the results. I want to see how Kay and Clover voted.
Right. Let's go then. Yeah, Kay and Clover better have both voted
Results
ally.
from round 2 of the
I believe they
Ambedex
both
game
would have.
will now be displayed. Please direct your attention to the results screen.
Hey there, Piggy Chips. How you doing today? Good. Yep, I expected they would. That was us. Yep, there it is. Fire went ally.
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
We've gone the shorter path.
Well played, Sigma. I guess a promise means a lot to you.
I'm sorry. I had nothing to say. She was right. I'd broken a promise.
Why did you do it? Nothing to say? I guess I misjudged you. I thought you were better than this. That was not a smart move, Sigma. I won't forget this. I'll make sure you pay, even if it's the last thing I do. Elapsum semel occasionum, non ipse potest Jupiter reprehendere.
Are you trying to cast a spell on me? What's that?
A Latin proverb.
What does it mean?
Not even Jupiter can find a lost opportunity. Jupiter is a Roman god. Actually, he's kind of the Roman god. He's in charge of all the others. Not even Jupiter, the ruler of the gods, can take back what's been done. You did something bad. You're not gonna get a chance to take it back.
Actually, I will. When I come back to this decision and make the other choice. I turned away from Fire. I couldn't stand to look at her anymore. In front of me were Kay and Clover. Their eyes bored into me and me with cold disapproval, and I looked away. They'd both chosen ally as promised. The only person who'd betrayed anyone was me. The only person with 9 BP was me. Little wonder I wasn't very popular. Yeah. Well, it does have the save option, so... But because you can jump back and change your decisions and do different timelines, it doesn't really matter if it gets saved or not.
What do you intend to do?
You aren't thinking about trying to open the number 9 door, are you?
For a moment, I considered the unthinkable. Could I break through them and reach the door? Once I was through, I'd be out of the game and free from their judgment. But no, I couldn't do that. How could I possibly justify leaving them all behind so I could escape on my own? Why had I chosen betray? In my memory, it seemed like an almost flippant choice, as if I'd just been curious to see what would happen. If betrayal was what I wanted, I should have made that choice with commitment. But there I was, and I couldn't turn back. Even if I didn't try to open the number 9 door, they would all be suspicious of anything I did. Trust is easy to break and hard to repair. Unless I could somehow turn back the clock, I was stuck with the consequences of my actions.
A lapsum semel occasionum, non ipse potest Jupiter reprehendere. Not even Jupiter can find a lost opportunity.
How could I do something that was beyond the reach of a god? Why hadn't I just chosen ally? What would be happening to me right now? What if? Then Fire spoke and I blinked.
Sigma, we're just doing this to be safe. We can't let you run around with 9 BP. I'm afraid you're going to have to sleep for a little while.
Oh.
Okay?
Huh? I started to turn around, but it was already too late. I felt a heavy hand slam into the back of my neck. And then everything went dark. Game over. Damn. I don't know why one of them isn't revealed. Still nothing. I've got 2 endings and nothing's showing there. So when I got this end, at this decision, I had to make the horrible choice of betraying Quark while Quark was sleeping. Quark was a solo, so I was in the pair. I chose to betray Quark knowing he couldn't choose anything other than ally. It felt so bad to do it. Do I want to finish off these lines or jump back to that door and choose the other option and come back and do the other ally choices later? What does chat want? Should I do the allies for those 2? Or those 2? Well, that's kind of what I was thinking. If I get all the terrible betray options out of the way first, and then come back at the end and do the allies, it'll feel better at the end doing the right decisions at the end. Knowing I have to make both decisions in the end anyway, to get all the endings. It's just a matter when do I do the other ending. So I can choose that one, which is a different door. No, that one is a different door. That one is a different door. That one and that one. That one and that one are all ally or betray choices. No matter which one I do, you can see I've still got a lot to go. I don't actually have any on me. Closest I have, I think I have a coin on my counter. My bench. I could flip a coin. But I don't really have the room here to flip it. If someone wants to do it for me,